Now, listen, you guys. Advocate BBO is out there telling us that she's out there pardoning Bia. I do not know who has her believing that she's some form of Trump, because what do you mean pardoning her? Who are you in the female rap streets? We're going to be talking about that, and we're also going to be discussing about Bia's album. You know how I love to do a full album review, and we're also going to be talking about the alleged workings that are in one of Bia's songs towards Advocate BBL. And Drake and Nicki Minaj are out there breaking records. Meanwhile, people are celebrating because Drake's lawsuit has been dismissed, okay? And these are some of the things that we're going to be talking about in this video. Hello, tea lovers, and welcome to the tea plug. I trust you guys are doing well, and I trust you are doing great. Personally, I am doing great, you guys. I am doing extremely amazing. And without further ado, let us dive straight into today's tea. So, first of all, let us talk about Bia's album, okay? The last time I did a review on Bia, in as far as a full project is actually concerned, is when she dropped Really Hair. Now, for those of you who have been with me for the longest of time, I did give really her a very solid ranking, a very solid rating. Because I felt like everything was well put together, everything was so coherent from one song to another song. It's amazing, and up to now, I prefer listening to the songs on Really Hair like holistically. Like I love listening to the whole project, going from song to song to song, in the exact order that she put them on that project. Okay, so yeah, let us get into Bianca. Now, first of all, I just want to say that comparing with Really Hey, I feel like Bianca was quite versatile. It was very versatile. I mean, you could hear piano. There was a little bit of, pop there. There was a little bit of, not a little bit, a lot of rapping actually. And overall, I do feel like it was very diverse. It went from singing about boys prayer to singing about ops to just talking a ish and feeling herself. And honestly, I loved that. And I also now understand why she probably didn't want to make this whole project about Advocate BBL, okay? Because it was probably going to take away from how much of a body of work this is actually, because she did a big one, okay? And now, honestly speaking, if I were to be given Am I the Drama or I mean Bianca for free, which one would I pick? Definitely Bianca. To be honest with you, if we're going to talk about music, if we're going to talk about artistry, if we're going to talk about creatives, I do feel like Bia is that person. And the fact that she writes for herself, for me, that takes it. And she is a good rapper, you guys. Some of you say that she's too laid back, but for me, that part is the part that actually makes me love her, because she has her own vibe, she has her own thing going on, and I absolutely love it. Now, let's move on to my favorite tracks. Okay, We Go On is definitely one of them, favorites that I have on that album, and I could see that being used as a soundtrack to a movie or something like that. Very nice, beautifully put together, and Asap Feg also did a very good job on that song as well. Said Party, I also do like it. In fact, I love all the songs that are on there, and obviously, how can I talk about my favorite songs without mentioning Prayer? Okay, it is Piano. It's the one that is featuring Tyler ICU as well as Khalil Harrison. And honestly speaking, I love that, okay? I found myself just dancing to the song. And then Bad Guy, I don't know what Bad Guy is giving me between Foxy and Lil Kim. Not in a bad way, in an actual good way. I don't know, it's just giving me that old school vibe. What do you guys think about Bad Guy? I also do love it. If she was trying to channel Kim or if she was trying to channel Foxy, it gave exactly that. And it gave me a little bit of Lola Brooke as well. I don't know if it's her rapping in a very, sort of hoarse voice that gave me that feeling. So overall, the songs and the diversity and versatility, I think I'll probably give it an 8 out of 10. And in as far as the bars, I'll give it a 10, I think. Yeah, I'll probably give it a 10. I love that. She was speaking a ish. And in as far as the album being put together and being coherent, I love it, and I love that she ended the album with that Nicki Minaj voice sample on Trifling. I loved that as well. What else did I love about this album? Okay, I didn't talk about the instrument selection. Okay, the beats we're eating, we're giving. The Amapiano one sold, 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 and sold. Okay, and I also love the fact that she doesn't override the instrumentals. She's not shouting, okay? Her vocals blend very well with the instrumentals. And she was also singing on some of the songs, okay, rap singing or whatever you want to call it, which I'm not mad at. Honestly speaking, in as much as Advocate BBL may brag with her numbers, talent wise, I do feel like MI the drama is not touching BS album, to be honest. I feel like it's just artistry personified, which I love. But I do know that people go with things that are popular, not necessarily things that are coming from talent and pure creativity. So I personally would pick this album, and I can see myself listening to it over and over again, just the way I still listen to Really Hair even now. And the fact that it hasn't been overshadowed by drama, I love that. She didn't make it about that lady. And I think she really was expecting Bia to make it about her. And when Bia gave her nonchalant energy, because in that interview, she wasn't screaming when she was talking about what am I supposed to do, rap with Paddison Fontaine and stuff like that. And, she tried to go on space to scream at her. And now people are beginning to realize what actually is the problem because of the difference in energy. Some people don't have to scream to make a point. And unfortunately for her, Bia is one of those people. She can throw some shade without actually screaming. And personally, I vibe with people like that more than people that just scream on top of their lungs. Why are you screaming? Can't you read a B without screaming? But anyway, let me know in the comment section, you guys, what you think about Bia's album Bianca. Now, some people were saying that on her song Guava, she was out there, throwing shade at Advocate BBL because she said no drama. I don't know, you guys. I mean, I do know that Advocate BBL is full of drama and she needs drama to sell. And I acknowledge that. But I don't think that it was intentional for Bia, to basically say that no drama in as a dig at Advocate BBL. And people also felt like, when she was saying that I'm not going to be beefing with these bees, she was being condescending towards Advocate BBL. So I don't know. Let me know in the comment section what you think about that. Personally, I don't think that she was taking a dig, at Advocate BBL. I mean, she said that she's not going to go back and forth with Patterson Fontaine. So why would she be on there throwing digs at her? Maybe she's just one of the girls that, Bia has issues with, but to say that it was directed towards her, she's too pretty to be bothered about Advocate BBL. I'm just, just joking. Moving on to the next thing that we're going to be talking about. Let us talk about Advocate BBL feeling like she's Trump or somewhere, along those lines when it comes to female rap. Because she went on live and started talking about, she's so performative, it's embarrassing. Like, it's so embarrassing. I cringe every time that I see her talking and trying to paint herself in a certain light. Like, oh my God, can't you see how awkward it is? Okay. She went on live and she started talking about, oh, I'm not even going to diss Bia because it's her album day. I know how stressful it is when someone is putting out an album, trying to act like she's doing Bia a favor by not doing a TikTok video singing to Pretty and Petty, one of her songs on the album, the one that she was dissing Bia on. What was it going to do to Bia, really? I mean, you could do the video. What did you think was going to happen? You thought Bia was going to cry or crash out? No, that's your forte. That is your specialty. Bia does not crash out, okay? She said what she wanted to say on Sumi, and she told you that she's moved on from that. So whether you do a Pretty and Petty, video climbing on top of a man, on top of a pole, I mean, that's your specialty, given by the results. You could climb anywhere that you want. It could be on top of Charlamagne's bald head and do Pretty and Petty. What do you think is going to happen to Bia? The fact that she's trying to make it sound like, well, it's a favor that I'm doing her because it's so stressful putting out an album. It is stressful, maybe logistically, to put out an album. But your level of stressing cannot be compared to Bia's level of stressing, because guess what? Bia is in competition with herself. She's not trying to compete with someone that she has no potential beating in as far as the numbers are concerned. She's not trying to compare herself with someone whose talent his doesn't match, which is, I'm pretty sure that's 80% of her stress when she's putting out an album. She's trying to prove a point. She's trying to beat Nicki Minaj, you know. And at this point, of course, you have the amount of stress that you normally have. And don't equate that to the stress that Bia goes through. She's not trying to prove anything to anyone. She's talented. Even if she doesn't sell many units as you do, even if she doesn't have a massive, record label backing her, she loves it. She enjoys it. It's her craft. She is a creative. She didn't get into it just for the money. She loves what she does. So your stress and her stress are not the same. And I dislike the fact that she continued to say, "Oh, I'm being kind because it's already stressful. Oh, I'm being kind." No, you were scared that once you respond to her or once you say something, she's going to get more numbers, and people are actually going to pay attention to her album, and people will find out that in fact, in as much as she does not sell more than you, she is better than you. The only way you can beat beer is, well, through the botted sales and the industry backing. But when it comes to talent, I'm sorry, that goes not touching beer. When it comes to actually being creative, she's not touching beer because she is a one-man show. Of course, she might have a small team, but you can tell that naturally she's someone who's creative. She, face wise, Bia is absolutely pretty. Her body is tea. She does not walk around with a botched BBL. So where are you beating Bia just because you've got a massive record label behind you that pushes you? Delusional AF. She knew that the moment she would go back and forth with Bia, people would actually pay attention to Bia and realize that actually she's good. And to try and paint it, and she even said, "I'm not that evil. I'm not that evil." Like she wanted some brownie points or something. She wants you to applaud her for not being messy and not bullying these girls using numbers. The same way, like it's insane to me that she is out there doing exactly what she was crying to Nicki Minaj about. "Oh, don't compare me to you," but you want to compare yourself to Bia? You want to compare yourself to JT using numbers? But when somebody else is doing it to you, no, the goalpost changes. You don't care about numbers anymore. Like, because it confuses me when she says she's better than Bia. In what exactly? Except the numbers. In what? But anyway, let me insert what she had to say. Please don't be mad at me. It's just gonna be a minute, I think, a minute and a couple of seconds. Please don't come for me. I know you guys hate hearing this, but I just want you to hear the delusion for yourself. Because if I continue talking without putting in the evidence, you will think I'm making it up.
I was gonna do a Instagram video to Pretty and Petty as Fuck, but this is how I work. This is how my shit work, right? This is how I work. I know how stressful it is to put an album out, and I know how fucked up you be in the mind when you put an album out and shit. So I feel like if I do a video to Pretty and Petty as Fuck this week, or like today, cause not yet today, I feel like I'll be bullying, and I don't want to feel like a bully because when I bully, then God takes from me. If the bitch ain't messing with me, she didn't sub me in her fucking dusty ass album, I'm not gonna do a video like reciting, like, you know, her diss track and shit like that on a day that I know she's stressed. Cause then God will punish me. So I'll do a video tomorrow morning to another song. Probably next week I'll do a video for Pretty and Pretty as Fuck. I'm gonna be nice to you because it's your album day. So I don't want to add to your stress. I'm not that bad person that people think I am.
Well, there you heard that, you guys. There you heard that. Now, moving on to the next thing that we're going to be talking about. Let us talk about Nicki Minaj and Drake. They are out here breaking records left, right, and center. It is being reported that Nicki Minaj has now tied Drake as the artist with the most number one hits in rap digital song sales chart history, and each have 25 songs. Congratulations to Nicki Minaj and Drake, obviously, for this. Speaking of Drake, it has been reported that, well, her lawsuit has been dismissed because, well, a judge felt like nobody believed that actually Drake is a PDF, which is very interesting to me because what do you mean no one believed that, he was a PDF when we saw a lot of accounts on Twitter trying to, dig up proof that Drake is in fact a PDF. I mean, some of you were even bringing up Millie, and you guys were like, "Oh, look at him, how he was hanging with her when she was young. It means he is a PDF." So for a judge to actually blatantly come out here and say that nobody believed that lie is insane. Because some people did, and some people do even up to now. And anyway, whether people believe it or not, like when was it ever cool for somebody to just come out of the blue and call somebody a PDF? I mean, why would you call somebody a PDF just like that? It's lame if you ask me. Not saying that Judas Degrassi didn't benefit from the industry, gimmicks and industry backing and all of this. He did benefit from the machine. But to say that it's justified that someone can just come out of the blue and start calling someone a PDF is insane and absurd to me. But anyway, let me know in the comment section, you guys, what you think about this. And obviously, I know that there has been a party at the Breakfast Club. Did anyone watch today's episode of the Breakfast Club? Because I just felt lazy to check it out because I'm like, I know what it's going to be. I know Charlamagne is going to be spinning on his bald head, like literally spinning on top of Lauren Lorosa's bob wig. It's a competition today. I mean, Lauren is going to be shaking her bob wig. Charlamagne is going to be rubbing his bald head. They're going to have an ultimate celebration because they hate anything Drake related. But anyway, let me know in the comment section if you did come across the Breakfast Club and tell me what they said because I don't feel like I have the energy to hear that because it's very predictable what the energy is going to be like on that show. Anyway, moving on to the next thing that we're going to be talking about. Let us talk about Herbo. Oh my God, I've been longing to talk about this, okay? He's out there giving Nicki Minaj her flowers, and people do not like it. Like each time that people bring up Nicki Minaj, they expect negativity. So if you do come out here and say that, well, you love her, by your chest, they really do feel uncomfortable. Now, Herbo has been one of the people that have been consistently saying the truth about how they feel about Nicki Minaj. So let me insert what he had to say, but after that I'm not going to be coming back. So thank you very much, you guys, for watching, and thank you very much for making it this far. If you have not already, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button and do turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified each and every time that I post. Until my next one, see you.
Would you say our nation is
no, she. I ain't believe it. I didn't.
So she called it. She called your phone. You like. She said, "Would you say our nation is
no, nigga?" She was. So look, she didn't. The original call, it wasn't her on the phone.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It was Safari them on the phone.
Okay.
They called. So when they hit us, it was like 4 in the morning. I'm in the studio. I'm half lean and pills and all type of bullshit.
Okay.
They like, yeah, man, Nicki and them trying to get you to come to LA and do no verse. I'm do a verse. Like this Nicki and them team on the phone. You like, you want to talk to them? I'm like, man, hell no, ain't no Nicki and them, bro. Like, man, go on with that shit. Like, that's why I told my manager, like, bro, he like, you want to talk to him on the phone? I'm like, man, no, I know that's not them. Like, man, you tweaking. You just, cause at that point, we hot. So people calling and playing on the phone all the time. So it's like, oh man, that ain't them, bro. They called back like 2-3 years later. I mean, not 2-3 years, 2-3 days. 2-3 days later, like, what the y'all doing? Like, we trying to put y'all on the plane in LA to come do this song. So then I wound up talking to him on the phone for real. Like, I bet. No, they serious. And I got on the plane and I did the verse. And she was just telling me like how she fucked with my music and like she wanted to do the song, the beat that she had. She wanted to do the song like with my cadence, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why, like, I'm going to always fuck with Nicki and respect Nicki, because she was like, I'm trying to use your cadence and your flow, and I ain't want to feel like I was, like, biting like biting your flow or swagger jacket, even though she a female and I'm a male. Like, it don't really matter. She like, I ain't want to feel like I was using your flow and not show love and put you on the record. And at that time, like, I wasn't really like a real, like, I felt I could rap, but I wasn't like a real MC where I would have caught it. Like, if she'd have put that song out without hitting me, I would have been like, oh, she stole my flow and that shit. I wouldn't even noticed, because it's Nicki Minaj. I wouldn't even thought about like, damn, she using the same pockets that I be in. I didn't know that much about lyrics and pockets and shit. Like, I used to just go and rap. Like, everybody used to say I rapped off beat when I first started rapping, because I would just go, like, you know, as 1 bar, 2 bar, 3 bar, 4 bars, and it's a different pocket or cadence on the beat that classifies what's 1 to 4 bars. I wouldn't start on the 1. Sometimes I'll start on the 2. Sometimes I'll start on the 3 and just rap. So people would say I was off beat. Technically, I was, but I was fitting a whole bar into that, like a whole sentence into it where it still made sense. So it's like, some people hated me for it. Some people loved me for it. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, I never would have noticed anything. You feel me? But she pulled me out there, and I did the verse with her in the studio. She had me in the studio with her, and I spent like a whole day with her. Like, yeah, we was just chilling and talking and shit like that, and the studio was big as shit. So I started like recording part of my verse in the booth, and she like, all right, yeah, I want to do something real quick. I'm trying to do, like, she told me she was finna do something like for her verse and work on another song. So she like it's another studio, another booth over. I never seen no shit like that.
Damn.
She like, yeah, you can record on the other side. I'm like, damn, it's the other side. Like, I couldn't believe this shit. Like that shit just really inspired me. Like, boy, it's a lot of money out here. You gotta go get this shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and after I did it, I went home and it just turned me into like a monster. Like, after I did that video, I probably made like $500,000 just grinding. Just like, I'm going to do shows, I'm doing shit. Like, I was young as hell. Like, I'm probably like 17 years old.
You got bread like that?
I wasn't no older than 18. Hell yeah, I made a lot of money after I did that song. And then, like, I really credit it to her, because she just made like, well, I got a song with Nicki Minaj. I got to go get all the money that's out there. And I did it.
That's code Shannon to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.